Sidelines interrupting the dreams, but Yahawah made us leaders, the design's divine. So we building up the fam one brick at a time. Strong minds build kingdoms, no cracks in the throne. Wise man stands firm, even when he's alone. They hate to see us rise, but the fire's in my soul, dominating the world. Yahawah set the goal. Blood of kings in my veins, unshakable force, guided by the scriptures. I'm staying the course. Without strong men, no family can thrive. We the backbone of the world, keeping hope alive.
We want to welcome everyone in the Strongman Club, especially those that are online. May the Most High bless you and keep you. Especially in this Thursday, we know that the appointment is here. The meeting is here. School is in session, where we teach men how to be men, how to move in a certain dynamic that not only please the Most High, but that can rebuild the very foundation that were broken of a nation that's still seeking for a solution. So we say welcome to our brothers, welcome to everyone who's interested in learning, having the understanding and wisdom and knowledge of the Most High in these last days on how to rebuild our nation and how to build a true structure accordingly with wisdom and understanding passed down from our forefathers. So again, welcome to everyone. We will go straight in our scriptures as 1 Kings 2 and 2. Please, Brother Yaquam, 1 Kings 2 and 2. Wise man stands firm, even when he's alone. All right. They hate to see us rise, but the fire's in my soul, dominated the world. Yahawah set the goal. Proverbs 24, strength wrapped in the wise, vision clear as day. I see through the lies, structure in my steps, no stumble, no fall. Lead the family forward, I answer the call. They fear the strength cause it shakes their schemes. Go ahead.
And keep the charge of the Most High, thy power, to walk in his ways, to keep his statutes and his commandments and his judgment and his testimonies, as it is written in the law of Moses, that thou mayest prosper in all that thou doest, and whatsoever thou turnest thyself.
You in First Kings 2 and 2?
Yeah, 1 Kings 2 verse 2.
I'll read it again.
1 Kings 2 chapter 1 Kings 2 verse 2. I go the way of all the
respect if they don't see a man in you. Nobody will respect you if they can treat you like a boy. Nobody will just wake up one day and feel pity for black men and want to give them respect. The only thing that will happen, we have to stand up, fight, and get our dignity back. That's the only way out of this situation we're in. Because no one will just hand us. Right. No one will just hand us dignity. No one will just hand us respect. We have to take it. So this is why Solomon, King David was saying, show thyself a man. I go all the way to the earth. Wherever I go, the only men that succeed is those that were able to show it out. Those that were able to earn their respect. So that being said, we always urge our men to show yourself a man. Again, welcome to Strongman Club. We will teach today about a subject matter that's present, that's very important to our men, on how what to ask ourselves before we get married. Marriage is a challenge, right? Marriage is a challenge, not only one of the, if not the biggest decision you'll make in your life, but it's such a challenge even coming to this truth as an Israelite. What you'll realize that marriage is not only just a simple covenant you made with a woman, but it's a covenant you also made with the Most High. And this alone have caused many people to lose their soul in the sight of the Most High. Many people is going to hell because of marriage. When you think of marriage, you think marriage is a sweet thing, right? You think marriage is nice. You take all the upside of marriage, but you don't realize that marriage could be the single-handedly take you to hell. So that means it's something that's serious. The Most High take. Now we're going to Psalm 11 verse. Give me 1 second. So before we go there, but get me Malachi right quick.
Malachi, okay.
Let's get to Malachi. We'll see how the Most High feel about divorce. Because if you're thinking about marriage, the first thing you need to start thinking about, I'm in there for life. So Malachi 2 verse 14 and 16.
Malachi 2 verse 1.
Malachi 2 verse 14 and 16, all the way to 16.
Okay, no problem. Come. Malachi chapter 2 verse 14. Yes, say yes. Wherefore? Because the Most High hath been witnesses between thee and the wife of thy youth, against whom thou hast dealt treacherously. Yet is she thy companion and the wife of thy covenant. And did not he make one, yet had he this residue of the Spirit. And wherefore one, that he might seek a godly seed. Therefore take heed to your spirit, and let none dealt treacherously against the wife of his youth. For the Most High, the power of Israel, said that he hated putting away for one covered violence with his garment, said the Most High of hosts. Therefore take heed to your spirit. Take your deal, not treacherously.
Right. So as we can see, the Most High clearly say he hates putting away. And the Most High say, be careful when you're dealing with the wife of your youth. What does that mean? The first wife you married. And we know in the old days, when men had many wives, what happened when they find a new one, they would be like, yeah, now that I got a new one, fresh, young, let's put the old lady on the side. So that's dealing treacherously toward your wife. And this is why the Most High was warning them, remember the wife of your youth. She's the wife of thy covenant. Meaning she's the real deal. She's the real deal that the Most High even recognized. So you have to make sure you do not deal treacherously with her. Because the Most High say, I hate putting away. And this is the same thing when Paul later on talk about a bishop. Be with the first wife. Mias, which means first. You have to be with the wife of your youth. You understand? Not abandoning her, showing a track record of righteousness. Okay? So that being said, before you get married, you need to think. The Most High say he hate putting away. So if you the first question I think every man should ask themselves. The first question every man need to ask themselves before you get married. Are you ready to get married to that woman for life? Right? Am I in this for life? Because you already know how the Most High feel about putting away. And what you're going to find out later on that, when you break a covenant in your marriage, that's enough for the Most High to put you to hell. You understand? So now, the first question every man need to ask themselves before you get married is this. 1 Corinthians 11 verse 3. Get me 1 Corinthians 11 verse 3. Brother Yahawah, you can unmute yourself because I put you on mute. I heard noise behind you.
I'm looking for it right now.
Okay. So the first question a man need to ask is, am I submitted to the Most High commandment and leadership through Yahawah? Right? That's the first question you need to ask. If I want my wife to submit to me, am I fully submitted to the Most High? Go ahead when you're ready.
1 Corinthians 11 verse 3. Well, I will have you know that the head of every man is a Mashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of the Most High in the head of Hamashiach is the Most High.
Right. So are you obedient to the structure of the Most High? Meaning, are you following the Most High commandments? Because we're talking about a woman should submit unto you, but if you don't submit to the Most High, you're going to have a hard time having her submitting to you. What you don't understand, the way you submit to the Most High is the way the wife will submit to you. You know, that's why you're going to see some brothers that thrive in their marriage. You'll wonder why. Because if brothers submitting to the Most High, how the Most High command them to, then guess what? Your wife will have no problem submitting to you. The way you follow the Most High and the level of trust you put in the Most High is the level of trust your wife also will put in you. Meaning, you know, following the commandments of the Most High, doing what the Most High asks you to do. Right? Are you in that level with the Most High where before you take any major decision, you go ask the Most High, you go pray the Most High? Because all these will be exemplary to how the woman will also approach you. That everything that decision she'll take, she'll also approach you. Because she noticed that every decision, major decision you'll take, you go to the Most High. This is going to be an example on how she should serve you. And the way you show, even when you're praying, the way you show reverence to the Most High, even when you're praying the Most High, will also show the woman how to reverence you. Okay? Because the head of the Hamashiach is the Most High, and the head of men is a Mashiach, and the head of the woman is the man. So the structure need to be followed for the woman to follow you. Once you're in line with the Most High, it'll be easy for the woman to fall in line with you. But if you're not in line with the Most High, you'll have a hard time, buddy. Okay? And this is what's happening in these last days. No man is aligned with the Most High, and they're trying to get a woman to submit. She'll not submit to you if you're wicked. If she'll not submit to you, if you don't wanna follow the commandments of the Most High, it's impossible. So if you want your wife to submit, there's one thing to do: align with the Most High first, right? Number 2, second question you need to ask yourself before you marry: can I love my wife as a Mashiach loved the church? Get me Ephesians 5 verse 25. Ephesians 5:25.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 25. Husband, love your wives, even as Hamashiach also loved the church and gave himself for it.
What did Hamashiach do for the church?
He gave himself for it.
So ask yourself this question: are you are you ready to sacrifice everything for your wife? Are you ready to sacrifice your life for your wife? If you're a coward, marriage ain't for you. If you're not going to be able to defend your wife, then marriage not for you. Because you see, the true love of a man toward a woman is not a feeling thing. A lot of you are so emotional as men. But God never told any man to love a woman by your heart and sing songs like Nelly, R. Kelly, and all of them. You understand? The Most High told you the true love of a man toward a woman is sacrificial. Willing to sacrifice yourself for that woman. This is your true love. Men love by showing your sacrifice. The Most High loves us by giving his son for us. This is the true love of a man. Is his sacrifice that he put in. Right? So you have to ask yourself, am I ready to sacrifice myself for my wife in every way possible? Right? Financially, spiritually, right? Emotionally. Okay? Are you willing to sacrifice your happiness and peace? Sometimes it requires all that for that woman. The next question you need to ask yourself: am I financially, emotionally, and spiritually stable to lead a house? 1 Timothy 5 and 8, brother.
1 Timothy 5 verse 8. But if any provide not for his own, and especially for those of his own house, he had denied the faith and is worse than infidel.
Is worse than what?
Is worse than infidel.
The Bible says you was an infidel, man, if you can't provide for your house. That providence is not only talking about financially, but also emotionally and spiritually. Being able to be there to teach them, being able to be there to help them balance their emotions, right? Being that guide, let's say you're a brother, you more emotional than a woman. Nobody can even correct you without you crying. I think you personally you shouldn't get married, because when you meet a woman, you gonna know what real emotion is, boy. Because you know the way women operate. One day they're one way, the next day they're not the same way. And we had a lesson about the nature of women. Women bring the perfect balance in a man. Meaning, if you're not a balanced brother, bro, like you'll find women the most difficult thing, because a lot of brothers think about, oh, the woman say, be strong, but be a leader, but at the same time she wants you to be emotional. That's not what a woman is really saying. She's just saying you need a balance. You need to have a balance between it being strong and being emotional. So what women bring in men is balance. The woman is so unbalanced herself. You need to be balanced to be able to deal with her. If you're not a balanced brother, you emotional, you don't know when to be quiet, you don't know when to listen, you talk more than your wife, then you're gonna have a problem. Because women, she's as unbalanced as it can be. Right? And you have to be the anchor of the house to keep things together. So ask yourself this question: am I financially, emotionally, and spiritually stable to lead a house? Right? If you can't control your anger, don't get married, because you're going to end up hitting that woman. Because they do the silliest things sometimes. Right? And they be doing some things you like, I don't understand why they act the way they do. Right? But if you're not a brother that's patient, they'll get in your last nerve. And you may end up beating them. So this is why you need to ask yourself that question: am I financially, emotionally, and spiritually stable to lead a household? And I'm not saying financially to be wealthy, but at least some type of stability, at least a house, a place, a job. That's a nice start for a stability in finance. Some of us, we just get married out here. We don't know where we're going to live. You know, we don't have a house. We don't have a car. Right? We don't have anything going on. Then we like, man, we want to get married. Okay? So we need to have some type of stability at least to want to marry a woman. The next thing is question you need to ask yourself: do I understand biblical leadership and what it means to serve and protect my family? You need to understand that. Because of this, get me the book of Joshua 24, verse 15.
Joshua 25.
24, verse 15.
Okay.
Wisdom in my veins, gotta show myself a man. Strong minds build kingdoms, no cracks
Joshua
in.
24, verse 15. And if it's evil unto you to serve the Most High, choose you this day whom you will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwelled. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Most High.
Right, that's right. So Joshua was a man, a strong man. Meaning, like, everybody can do whatever the hell they want to do. You're not going to influence me. I'm a man of the Most High that stand on ground. And he says, as for me and my house, we will serve the Most High. So he was at the front of his house. And he's like, if I decide we're going to serve the Lord, everybody in my house going to serve the Lord. Meaning what? If you're a man, when we talk about, ask yourself, do you understand biblical leadership and what it means to serve and protect my family? Biblical leadership means the head of every man is a Mashiach. The head of a Mashiach is the Most High, and the head of the woman is the man. You need to be able to take leadership of your house. You need to be able to take responsibility of your home. You can't be like, my wife run this, my wife run my house. She tell me what to do, where to sleep. This is not, if you find yourself even married in this situation, this is not what the Most High called a household of the Most High. Because Joshua was able to take decision. He didn't need to consult his wife to know to serve the Most High, to keep Shabbat, to have his wife in order, his children in order. He knew they had to be, because he's the man of the house. Okay, now we're not talking about forcing, and this is why the next session gonna ask you're gonna ask yourself some question before you marry a woman. Some question you need to ask. But a man, even if your wife is not in the truth, in this case, let's say you come in the truth, your wife not, then there need to be work you putting in to constantly bring your wife over, because you're responsible for this house. Your examples, the way you live, have to reflect the scriptures, and you have to always try, study hard, know the scriptures hard, so you can also teach your wife. Whatever she say, you got to come up with a scripture. Whatever she say, you got to bring a scripture. Not your opinion, not arguing with her, but it's the Most High word. Let the word speak for itself. But because you are ultimately responsible for your own house and for the Most High, for your wife and your children. And if you fail them, guess what? You will pay the price. All right? So it's the man's job to ensure that the house serves the Most High. And this is what we call biblical leadership. Is being able to lead that family. So are you ready to lead a family in the Most High? Ready to keep them in check, keep your children in check, keep your wife in check? It's your job to make sure she's in check. It's your job to make sure the kids are in check. Right? Everything falls on you. Are you ready for that, brother? Right? Next question we need to ask ourselves. Have I conquered lust and carnal desires so I won't defile my bed? Get me Sirach 18 verse 30.
Okay.
Have I conquered lust and carnal desires so I won't defile my marriage? That's the next question you need to ask yourself. Sirach 18 30.
Ecclesiasticus 18 verse 30. Go not after thy lust, but refrain thyself from the appetite.
Right. Don't go after your lust, but go refrain yourself from your appetite. Meaning wanting whores. We're gonna show you that. Give me Hebrews 13 and 4 right quick.
Okay, come.
Let me show what that means. Refrain yourself from that appetite. Some of you are married, but you can't stop with them whores, man. You can't stop from them Dixie girls. You understand? You can't stop. You can't stop going to the club no more. You married, but you still living that life. You need to stop it. The Most High ain't dealing with that nonsense. Go ahead.
Hebrews 13 verse 10.
Right.
We have an altar. Wherefore they have no.
Hebrews
they have
13
no
and
right to-
13 and 4.
Hebrews 13 verse 4.
Read on.
Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled.
Right.
But whoremongers and adulterers, the Most High will judge.
Right. This is what the Most High talking about. Defile the bed. Whores. You going out there eating, being with women that you don't even want to be with. Now we know in the scriptures, the Bible don't deal with you bite an apple and leave it on the side. If you bite it, it's yours. You can't leave the rest for another man. Everybody know what I mean, right? Like Jacob couldn't have one of his wives like the servant and deal with her. Then after that, send her to another man. Like she's gonna be your wife. But the minute you deal with her, you don't marry her, she don't become your wife. Then that's called whoremonger. Going around biting apples and leaving them for another man. Creating babies without taking responsibility for them. That's called whoremonger. And whoremongering defile the bed. Another thing that defile the bed is adultery. Going around sleeping with other people's wives. If you don't have your lust under control, bro. If your penis give you direction, if your erection give you direction, guess what? Don't get married yet. You're not ready for this. Because the Most High will judge whoremongers and adulterers. Right? The Most High won't deal with no nonsense. You understand? Because once you have that woman, okay, you have to respect the bed, man. Right? You can't be going after whores no more. Right? So ask yourself, am I over with that lifestyle? Right? Get me the next question you need to ask yourself is, do I have patience and wisdom to deal with conflict righteously? Do I have patience and wisdom to deal with conflict righteously. Right? So get me Proverbs 15 verse 1.
Proverbs 15 verse 1. A soft answer turn away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger.
Right. So do you have your anger under control? We did have a class about anger issues, anger management. I hope many of you go back to that class. Do you have your anger under control? If you don't have your anger under control now, bro, don't go in marriage. You're just working your way to prison, because these women, they're gonna get, as I said, they're gonna get in your last nerve. And all of you here can testify. Your wife can get in your last nerve. If you don't control yourself, you're gonna do something stupid, right? And the person, as I say, a woman is here to perfect you, because she will do things to you that no one have. She'll try you in ways no one have ever tried you. You understand? But you have to be patient. You have to know when to give a soft answer, and sometimes you have to know when to show toughness. There's a time for everything. It's not every time you're going to be soft, but sometimes a soft answer turn away wrath. But you need to know when. But never beating a woman, right? So are you ready? Do you feel like you have patience for this? Because women will try the hell out of you, brother. She'll try you in many ways, backward. Right? So if you're not patient, also if you don't have the wisdom, sometimes not to speak, sometimes to pull away from the situation, sometimes to just say, okay. And sometimes to even tell them, hey, do what you want to do. If you want to leave, hey. Sometimes you have to let them know, right? Because it's a lot to deal with in marriage. And if you're not wise to deal with certain things, let me give you a good situation. If a woman, a good example is sometimes women will try you to the point, if they feel like you're not gonna leave them, or if they feel like you're so sensitive that you don't wanna lose them, then they'll try to walk over you. They'll use that as a leverage to be like, oh, he loved me too much, then I can do whatever I want to do. This is the time sometimes you got to let them know, hey, you want to go, feel free. The door's open, right? You have to be strong that way. This is called emotional control, where you're not afraid to lose, right? You're not afraid to lose her, right? But at the same time, when she needs support, you have to know when to give her that support. Right? You have to know when to get to her level and help her out. And you have to be aware of manipulation tactics as well. Okay? So it's a lot to deal with when it comes to wisdom, dealing with a woman. Right? Or she'll end up walking all over you if you don't have the wisdom. Right? So now, next question you need to ask about a woman before you marry. So the sixth question you need to ask yourself before you marry: Am I submitted to the Most High will? Can I love my wife in a Mashiach as a Mashiach loved the church, meaning sacrifice myself for it? Am I financially, emotionally, spiritually stable to lead a household? Do I understand biblical leadership? Have I conquered lust and carnal desires? Do I have patience and wisdom to deal with conflict righteously? So, you have to ask yourself these questions. So next question you have to ask about a woman before you marry her now. The first question you need to ask yourself: does she fear the Most High and keep His commandment? Not just does she fear the Most High. Is she keeping the commandment? Woe to you, you go marry a woman, she's not keeping Shabbat. You see she ain't interested in the laws. And because she says she's an Israelite and you go marry her. Right? So if they're not keeping the commandments, bro, ask yourself that question. Because if they're not following if they don't submit to the Most High, they won't submit to you. Because only the Most High can make the black woman submit to a black man in these last days. Right? With the scriptures. But other than that, without the scriptures, this woman would never submit to us. So if she don't submit to the Most High, her submitting to you, yeah. That's like finding a needle in a haystack. Get me Proverbs 31 verse 30. Brother Yokwam, when you get it, Proverbs 31 verse 30.
30, verse 31.
Uh,
Proverbs 31, verse 30.
yes.
Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain. But the women that fear the Most High, she shall be praised.
That's right. The Most High is clear. Beauty is vain. Don't be looking for somebody for beauty because they look pretty. I'm going to marry you because you look beauty. You're going to marry the damn beautiful devil. You're going to know soon. Okay? You're gonna find out. Okay? Because after all that beauty, when you get in the house with that woman, you're going to realize I married the devil. Right? It's not about beautiful. I always tell brothers that. She might be okay, but she may turn out to be a great woman. I don't look at a woman and be like, you think it's her beauty that's gonna make her a good woman. Oh, you're gonna be so wrong about this. Most of the time what I found, I'm not saying all of them, again, not all women. I have to emphasize that. But what I found, a good amount of sisters that look beautiful, they are the most wicked women you can meet. Okay, that they look really fair. Because of them, and we see that even in Ezekiel 14:28, where it says, you let your beauty deceive you. When people are beautiful, they think they own the world, they think they're this and that. And
Yeah, it's much better now.
All right, so the next question we need to ask ourselves is she modest in dress, speech, and behavior? Get me 1 Timothy 2, verse 9.
First Timothy 2, verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with braided hair, or gold, or pearls, or costly array.
Right. I have a verse that says, I have to find that verse right quick. I have to find that verse. Give me 1 second. There's a verse I need to explain you what I'm about to explain you. Give me a second. I have to explain you that, but I have to pull. Get me Jeremiah 13, verse 23. That's what I need.
Okay, con.
Because why I'm pulling that verse, because a lot of you, like, you meet a woman in the world that love to dress with booty short, and even if you're teaching them, they're changing. A lot of you think they're going to eventually change. Okay, let's see that. Jeremiah 13, verse 23.
Jeremiah 13, verse 1, right?
Verse 23. 13, 23.
Jeremiah 13, verse 23.
Go ahead.
Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also the good that are accustomed to do evil.
Right. Is that all?
Therefore, that's it. That would be
Right. So can a leopard change his skin? It's one with him. So don't go in the world thinking that you're gonna change people. If people need to change, they need to change themselves. They need to go on the journey of changing themselves. Don't go out there and be like, man, I'm gonna bring her in the truth like that. It's not that easy as you think, man. And even if you bring her in the truth, you'd have to really monitor to see how she's doing and how she's progressing. Is she studying for herself? Is she asking questions? Is she keeping Shabbat for herself? Is she doing what she's doing for herself, or are you forcing her? Because I bet you $1,000 if you bring a woman in the truth and she's really don't care about the truth, 5 years later she'll still be wearing them booty shorts, and you can't tell her nothing about dressing modestly. There's nothing you can tell her. No matter what you tell her, hey, they don't care about that. So a lot of time, before you go pop that question, I want to marry you, you got to know, is she dressing modestly? Is she representing the Most High in the way she speaks, behavior, and the way she dresses? The next question is she willing to submit to your righteous leadership as the head of the house? Ephesians 5 verse 22.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22.
Go ahead.
Wives, submit yourself unto your own husband, as unto the Most High.
As unto who?
As unto the Most High.
No, as unto just a man.
As unto the Most High.
No, just a nigga.
As unto the Most High.
Right. So the Most High, the Bible says the wife need to submit to the husband as unto God. She need to submit like she see God standing here. That's how the wife need to submit. Is she willing to? Let's say if you tell her to not wear pants anymore, and she's like, man, I don't know about that. Okay, I'm gonna change, but you know, I can't change right now. And months later, she's still wearing pants, or she still wanna work on. She don't wanna keep the feast days. You gotta start noticing that this woman is not about the Most High. She's not about to submit to you. Or when you tell her to not wear pants, she's like, man, I've been wearing pants. My great-great-grandma been wearing pants. We're gonna keep wearing pants. And you, like a simple man, you're gonna keep the relationship going. And you're gonna pop the question, will you marry me? Expecting after that the leopard gonna change his skin. Good luck with that. She's not going to change. She's going to be in the truth still wearing booty shorts. And this is why we still have a lot of women in the truth. They got husband in position, and you see what they're wearing. Booty shorts, because they never repented. They came in the truth because they needed a man. But not because the truth was in them. They're in the truth, but the truth is not in them. Right? So next question you need to ask about her. Is she discreet, disciplined, and wise in speech and action? Is she discreet, disciplined, and wise in speech and action? That's very important. Get me Titus 2, verse 4 and 5.
Say Titus 2, Ak.
Yes, Titus 2, verse 4.
Titus 2, verse 4. That they may be teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children.
Right. To be sober, to love their husband. Keep reading.
Verse 5. To be discreet, chastised keepers,
Chased.
chested keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of the Most High be not blasphemy.
Right. So when you're looking at that woman, is she a keeper at home? And is she someone that hit the club? You think you're going to make her an Israelite? She's going to stop going to the club now? She loves to go out to the friends. There's something they go to, night out. Like when they go to trip, girls trip, where they go to all wickedness. Right? She's talking about she's a headstrong woman. She do whatever she want to do. But get me Ecclesiasticus 7 verse 26. And I'm going to tell you the big problem that there's in the world right now is because a lot of us, we be marrying these type of women. We giving them the honor. There's great sisters out there that need good men. And guess what? We need to stop marrying these wicked women out here. They need to stay single. They want to live like they're single. Leave them single. Why marrying them? Right? The Bible wants us to marry disciplined women. Women that are sober, meaning not heavy drinker, drinking all day. Nowadays, women drink more than men. Right? That they love their husband. They're discreet. What discreet mean? Someone who's not running her mouth about every situation in the house. She's not telling her friend about what's going on in the home. She can keep her mouth shut. Right? Chase meaning not somebody who got touched. Is not the chicken head of the block. Everybody been through her. She got run through. Right? And all kind of discipline that the Most High require. Someone who stay at home. You understand? All this good discipline. Yeah, get me Ecclesiasticus 7 verse 26.
Ecclesiasticus 7 verse 26. As thy wife after thy mind, forsake her not, but gives not thyself over to a light woman.
Give not thyself over to what?
A light woman.
Don't give yourself to a light woman. Brother Yaquam, what do you think is a light woman?
A woman that, who don't know how to control herself. She's like, her behavior is really like out of control.
That's right. The Bible calls them light women. They hold no weight. This is what the Bible is saying. Don't give yourself over to a light woman. Don't marry a light woman. You need to marry a strong woman, a Proverbs 31 woman. And this is the big problem in these last days. We marry these devils. After that, we complain women nowadays are bad. No, it's not women. It's certain types of women are bad. But a lot of time, we're not asking the right questions. Is she discreet? Is she disciplined? You marry a woman, she does whatever. She's midnight, 12 a.m., she's at the club. She's going to cruise. She got friends, buddies. Right? She's headstrong. She don't listen to no man. And you think you're going to marry her, she's going to be a good wife. Can they make a lion vegan? I don't think a lion will never become a vegan. Woe unto you if you try to make a lion a vegan. You're gonna be the next vegan, the next piece of veg. Right? The next question we need to ask: does she bring peace or strife in your life? Get me Sirach 25:16. Does she bring peace or strife in your life? Ecclesiasticus 25:16.
Ecclesiasticus 25 verse 16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep a house with a wicked woman.
Scripture says I'd rather dwell with a lion and a dragon. Right now, women saying they're choosing the bear over a man. But back then, we used to choose the dragon and a lion over a wicked woman. Than to keep house with a wicked woman. And the Bible, all throughout the Bible, it talks about that. A man would rather go in a corner of a house top than to keep house with a brawling woman in a large house. Like, if you with a woman from the get-go, you see she's a brawler, she's always looking for strife. She can't control herself. It's always something with her. You haven't even married that girl. She can't give you peace. Bro, what do you think gonna happen when every day she sees you? You gonna choose a lion and a dragon and go live with, man, because she gonna torment your life. From the get-go, woman's supposed to comfort you and a pillar of rest. That's what the Bible says. Let's get that in Ecclesiasticus, I think 26. Yes, give me 1 second. We're gonna get it right now.
26, what verse?
Hold on. Get me 36 actually, not 26. 36:24. Because that's what you're supposed to be getting a woman for. Not for your own hell, to bring you to hell and torment your life. Right? Ecclesiasticus 36 verse 24. I mean, this is why a man need to sacrifice himself for him to get tormented by his own wife. Okay, what's the point of dying for a wife that torments your life? Right? Ecclesiasticus 36:24.
Ecclesiasticus 36 verse 24.
Go ahead.
He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest.
That's right. You get a help, someone that's gonna help you. If she's no help, why you getting her? Because the purpose of a woman is to help you. She's talking about you need to pay all the bills. Run for her life, brother. She's talking about it's a man's job to provide, but I don't have to do anything. Run for your life. What you going to be doing? Your job is to help your men however, in which area the men need help with. Finance, emotional, household. Wherever the men need help, the woman need to be there. The Bible never said what the woman have to do to help the men. She has to always be in the kitchen. That's not true. If the kitchen is best suited for your situation, then she can be in the kitchen. But if you need her help financially, she need to be ready to help you out. But if she's useless in your life, why are you choosing a wife? Like from the get-go, you notice that she don't like to work. We're going to talk about that in a bit. But mainly we're talking about a pillar of rest. A woman needs to be a pillar of rest to a man. Give him peace. When he come home, that he feel at home. When he's around her, that he feel at peace. But if he cannot, that woman cannot give him peace. He's always stressed out. Bro, the Bible says, go dwell with a lion and a dragon in the wilderness, my brother. And before a man get married, you need to figure these things out first. If she's already that kind of person, and I know a lot of couples, even initially being in relationship, bro, they're already fighting, so much drama going on. I'm like, and y'all still gonna proceed and get married? I don't know what you're doing, son. Right? And the last question you need to ask about that woman, is she industrious and capable of managing a household? Is she industrious and capable of managing a household? Right? Just like you as a man need to be industrious and capable of managing a household, your woman need to also be doing the same in case you need her in either cases. Get me Proverbs 31 verse 27. Yes, Proverbs 31 verse 27.
Proverbs 31 verse 27. She look well to the ways of her household, and eat it not the bread of idleness.
Right? The Bible say the woman, read that again. Read that again.
She look well to the ways of her household, and eat it not the bread of idleness.
So she look well to the affairs of her house. Meaning her house is always orderly. Her house is always organized. And she don't eat the bread of idleness. Nowadays, most women, they just want a man to provide so they can sit home, cheat on him, eat, get fat, and play games. Play games and scroll TikToks and YouTube. That's all they want to do. There's a young lady I talked to. She's like, man, I ain't cooking for no man. I ain't his mother. I'm like, then what you expect him to do? Well, that's his job to provide. That's his job to provide. But I'm like, then what's your job? Like, his job is to be on ATM, give me money. You understand? But I don't do anything for him. This is what women are thinking nowadays. And when you meet those kind of women, make sure you run, brother. Turn into a track star. Don't sit there trying to be with this woman talking about she ain't doing anything. And you need to find out, is she working? How long has she kept a job? Job history? Right? And can she clean a house? Can she cook? It's when you get home, you notice that, your food is always salty. Right? She don't know how to even take care of a fish. The fish starts swimming in her hand. Or the chicken start running away. Right? She didn't learn anything in her mama house. It's not your job to teach her those things. She need to go back to her mama and learn how to take care of her home before she get a home. Because the thing is, as I said, in Ecclesiastes 34 verse 6, it says, give not thyself to a light woman. Right? A lot of time what we do, we give ourselves to a light woman. Right? Because she's pretty. The Bible says beauty is vain, my brother. You need to ask the question to see if that woman gonna make your life easier. Get me Ecclesiastes 25 verse 1 and we're gonna wrap up with that. Actually, get me Ecclesiastes 26 verse 1 and 3 to wrap up with this instead. Ecclesiastes 26 verse 1 and 3. Those people that will get that good wife is those that fear the Most High, right? If you don't fear the Most High, you won't be given that good portion. Okay? And the Most High say, he that find a good wife get a good thing, right? Your life will be double. When you have a good wife, bro, the way she's treating you, bro, you're gonna live double. The way she's taking care of you, feeding you, giving you that nice massage. When you get home, taking care of your feet. When you're tired, when you're stressed, she's massaging your temples. Oh boy, you're gonna feel like you're in paradise. But when you have a wicked woman, don't even come home. You understand? Because you're gonna hear her 6 feet away, 6 miles away. As you're approaching the Dixie Highway, you're gonna hear her start screaming your name. Okay, about things you do wrong. So this is, and guess what? The Bible says your life will be double when you have a good wife. Guess what? What's the contrary? Brother Aquam, what's the contrary when you have a wicked woman? What's going to happen to your life? Will it be double?
Your life will be miserable.
Miserable and cut short. You'll die young because she'll stress you so much out. You'll have high blood pressure and you drop dead.
You get older faster.
Yeah, that's why you see certain brothers, man, as soon as they get marriage, you see some brothers, they get married and you know, they look more handsome. You know, things are, you know, brother look, you know, start looking good. You know, a lot of time you see brothers get married. When they marry a good woman, you see brother change. His face is shining. Brother's looking great. But let me tell you, when you marry a wicked woman, bro, month 3, you start noticing gray hairs. You know, by the time you hit 5 years, boy, look out here. You look like a 70 years old decrepit old man with stress.
You look decrepit already.
You look decrepit, brother. You know, so this is why it's important to ask these crucial questions before we go ahead and marry a woman. So we're gonna take a couple of questions. If not, we have some open-ended questions to get you guys talking. I want to hear you, though. What do you guys think, and how can we make better choices as men in these last days?
There's one thing I have actually said earlier when you started about a lot of the time we men we tend to argue with women. A lot of time, women you can never win an agreement with women because they're built like that with a mouth. This is how they fight. So I would say, a lot of time, if a man you like you say, if you're a wise man, sometimes it's best for you to walk away because if you're gonna keep fighting, it's gonna get worse. Cause a lot of time I have that experience. If I'm start arguing with a woman, I see he's getting heated. What I do, I say, you know what, I'm walking away. When you really talk, we will talk like a human being. We will talk about it because once you start getting heated, man, you know they're not gonna stop. So, and you as a man, if you're gonna, keep doing the same thing, you're gonna make matter worse. So, like you said, for a man, if you wanna keep your house, if you wanna stay happy, if you want your house to, to build in the way you want, sometimes it's best for you to walk away when you have an agreement with your wife or whoever you're living in the house. It's always best for you to walk away because you can never win an agreement with a woman.
Sometimes they'll follow you like bees, right? Even if you're working away.
Yeah, they do.
So, okay, on that, how do you guys deal with an emotional woman? Anyone can answer. How do you deal with an emotional woman? That's still part of our lesson. Go ahead, brothers. Let's make that quick. Time is upon us. How do you deal with an emotional woman?
Let her gain control of her emotions before you speak to her.
That's right. So you gotta tell her clearly, baby, I notice that you're not yourself. Okay? So let's give this argument like some 2 hours or whenever you feel better, let's talk like adult. Because I'm going to tell you something, guys. That's game I'm giving you. When a woman is emotional, she's not reasonable. I'm going to answer that. I'm going to say that again. When a woman is emotional, she's not reasonable. She will not understand no reason you're telling her. Nothing you say will make sense. So the only way she will understand you is when she's not emotional. She needs to take her time off and come back, and we'll discuss this as adults. And a lot of you men fall for this trap. When the woman is emotional, that's when you catch emotion as well. That's when you need to have that anchor that I talk about, where to know, hey, she's emotional right now. That's not their time, right? Anyone else want to say something on that one? All right.
If she's supposed to look at us like we are the Most High, we know that us being the children of Israel, we can't argue with the Most High go word for word. Don't she supposed to be submissive like we're supposed to be submissive? And if we're supposed to be submissive, I know it's 100%. So shouldn't our women be 100% submission to us? Meaning no arguing, no going back and forth. Your husband gets the last word.
That's how it's supposed to be. But again, it's not about arguing. In the house, it should be always about honest conversations, right? But it's always about. That doesn't mean we can't talk. That doesn't mean she will agree with you on everything. Of course, she can disagree, but it has to be done in respect. Because if you obeying your husband as the Mosai is standing in front of you, I'm sure that if the Mosai was standing in front of you, a woman need to always think about that. If the Mosai was standing in front of me, how would I behave? Would I call him a nigger? Would I yell at him, snap at him? Would you yell at the Mosai? Because the Mosai said a husband is like the Mosai unto you. So you realize how dire this is, how much you have to respect your husband. So the question is, are black men today are choosing marriage out of lust, loneliness, pressure, or true purpose? Are black men, especially, choosing marriage these days out of lust, loneliness, pressure, or true purpose? What do we think of our community these days? Are they just marrying out of true purpose or not? Brother Surratt.
The first two. The first two.
You think it's loss
One of them
and
lust.
loneliness?
Yes. That's what they're choosing their women out of.
Why do you think this is the case for our men? What's going on with our men?
Because our community, right now, you got the women walking around half naked, 24/7. No self-respect, no guidance. The women of old are not teaching them how to love themselves or love their husbands. So the whole neighborhood is in shambles. And then all you have is these women that has no guidance out here that's right in front of you, using their body to actually get what they want. So the men are choosing them out of lust. They're not choosing them out of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding for the long term. They're just choosing them because there's something to do. There's something to get off to. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, definitely. So it's a lot of loss going on out here. Right.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Sorry, bro. I'll give it to you in a second. Okay. I think certainly, yes, you can see nowadays in our community, men are choosing women for the wrong reasons, and one of them is lust. She just look hot, she look good, she look bad, she's everything, but nobody's taking the time to make sure that woman is mentally stable, that woman is righteous. On top of that, that's probably the reason why they get married. So the problem comes, there will come, and everybody walks away. Nobody will stay and figure it out. And as a man, if you are really about the future, you're thinking of the future for yourself and your family, you will see that sometimes despite what people say, people that don't know you or that don't know your relationship, what people say, if you really truly focus on the future, you'll see oftentimes you're going to prevail, oftentimes you're going to win, but it takes a lot of patience, it takes a lot of perseverance to be able to go through the most challenging and difficult times and prevail. So, again, going back is why, as a man, you get married. That's the question you should ask yourself. Why do you get married? Why do you choose that woman? And if the answer is righteousness and perfect, if the answer is you see goodness in that woman, then perfect. But if you're looking at her, you say, man, she looks bad. That's why you want her. Then you'll be disappointed later because maybe she can get into a car accident or something happens and she no longer look bad or she look decrepit or she's in a wheelchair. What are you gonna do? You understand? But again, if the objective is you're looking for a godly woman, you're looking for a woman that's gonna listen to you. That's one of the I guess prerequisites. Is she listening? In the very beginning, and I've seen that even with youngsters. Some youngsters that we know. And one of the things that I ask them is there's that woman that you're interested in. Is she listening to you? If she's not listening to you now, what makes you think she's gonna listen to you in the future? Is she willing to put you first? Because the woman that loves you, I'm telling you, her entire existence is you. Like, if you're not happy, she's not happy. If you're sad, she's actually sad. She's thinking about you all the time, how to really make you happy. In turn, as a man, you have to think about everything you can do to make sure she's living a comfortable life. She's providing the security she needs, and to the best of your ability, the happiness that you can provide. So I think this topic is a very important topic. And really, those are the topics that, as men, that once we master them, we need to bring it to the congregation and expose it to sisters as well, in form of seminars or roundtables, and discuss those things. It's a very powerful topic.
Khan. And last question I have for you, brothers. What do you think a righteous man should look out for? Like the number one thing that if he sees it in a woman, he need to run for the hills. What's the number one thing? Like, as for you personally, like, what would you look for? Like, yeah, she's not on. I'm running. Go ahead, brother Shrek.
Loyalty.
Loyalty. Expound on that. What is that to you?
Because if she's loyal to the Most High, she's going to be loyal to you.
Okay.
So that means the only way to be loyal to the Most High is to keep His commandments. We have a lot of commandments on how to obey your husband, how to show honor to your husband. You feel me? Like, it's a heap of commandments on how to take care of your husband and how to literally show him love. If you're going to love the Most High, you keep His commandments. If you love the Messiah, you keep His commandments. If you love your husband, you're going to obey him in all things as it is written. That's how you show him love. And that starts with the love of the Most High.
If I can add something.
Go ahead.
I think Brother Siraj gave a very good answer. But if the question you're asking is in the very beginning, while you're looking for the woman, you're courting her, you're talking to her,
right?
Is that what the question was?
Yes.
So I think really in the very beginning, at the inception, when you're first talking to that woman, the first and most important sign, that in my opinion, is this: is she listening or is she dismissive of things about you, as far as like your beliefs or your understanding of certain things? You can open a simple topic, something very simple. You say, man, AI is gonna take over the world. And then she's like, nah, you crazy. Or, how many Hebrews are like, nah, you must be insane with all that nonsense stuff. I would never be part of that. Then that's a red flag. Don't even pursue her. You understand? If a woman is interested in you and she likes you, you could even tell her the crazy thing that really, whatever it is, you could tell her, babe, one day I'm gonna go to Mars or to the moon. She'll be like, I believe in you, and whatever I can do, I'm gonna help you get to the moon. So if she's dismissive and she's not listening to your point of view, even in the very beginning, you're gonna have a lifetime of battles and warfare. And good luck with that.
God. Anyone else? What would you look for in a woman? Before anything else.
I hope you agree with that, sir, right?
Oh, Khan, definitely. I definitely agree with that.
God.
Right. The next thing too, brothers, I always say that I think it's in line with what Nobody just said. It's a woman with a conscience. The conscience is someone that's open-minded. It's someone that is not afraid to take accountability. That's not afraid to be wrong. And to me, and that's the first thing I found in my wife when I teach her the truth. I noticed she started paying attention. She started reading, and she started asking questions, and she started taking actions. So a conscience to me is one of the most important things, because it shows you're willing to grow. It also shows that you can take accountability. You'd be okay to change your mind if you find the right path. So I think that's that. But again, brothers, thank you for being here. We have the lesson online. I'm gonna ask this again. Last time, probably 2 brothers go ahead and give it a like, but no comments. Brothers, give comments. It's free. Take your time. Spread the truth. This what we're doing here. Trust me, a lot of people would pay to hear those sessions. Because they don't have the knowledge of the truth. So please, pass by, share it on your Facebook, and give and also leave a like and a comment. That will attract more people. Now we want to also thank Brother Sirach for a great job, posting them shorts online. Thank you, my brother. We see your work. We don't forget you, and whenever you post, I'm the first one that go like it. So continue to do the work of the Most High, man, as a good soldier, and let's continue to spread the truth. Anyway, brothers, shalom and everyone. Stay strong and be strong in the Most High by YHWH. Have a good night. May the Most High
Walking like a king, heart steady like a drum. One king's 2-2, that's where I'm coming from. Be strong, stand tall, let the world understand. Wisdom in my veins, gotta show myself a man. Strong minds build kingdoms, no cracks in the throne. Wise man stands firm, even when he's alone. They hate to see us rise, but the fire's in my soul. Dominated the world, Yahawah set the goal. Proverbs 24, strength wrapped in the wise. Vision clear as day, I see through the lies. Structure in my steps, no stumble, no fall. Lead the family forward, I answer the call. They fear the strength cause it shakes their schemes. Hating from the sidelines, interrupting the dreams. But Yahawah made us leaders, the design's divine. So we building up the fam, one brick at a time.